number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. What's the concern defensively when you're a speedy fighter, a fast fighter against a power puncher?
Usually, Joe, you don't want to get caught stepping out because when you're a fast guy, you want to get off and you want to get the heck away from the guy that's powerful. Don't get caught backing out.
He's committing to the work downstairs. He puts forth a right hand.
Keep going.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. "90 seconds to go here in this round. A solid, true uppercut by Muhammad Ali. Good two-punch combo by Muhammad Ali.
Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Look at that combination by Muhammad Ali. Solid left hand to the head. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Muhammad Ali. Final 10 seconds of round number one. This round comes to an end.
Nice work, kid.
And Teddy, easy to note here that he wasn't landing a lot of punches. Now he was throwing them up, but he wasn't landing a lot. Is that because of his opponent's defense, or is he just not that accurate of a puncher?
No, it's a combination. First of all, his opponent's pretty slick in there, pretty good at bobbing, weaving a little bit, slipping a little bit, making himself a difficult target, but his punch is a little wide. Needs to shorten them up.
Very accurate two-punch combo by Muhammad Ali.
One, two.
Ali's at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Well, it has been clearly defined in the career of Lennox Lewis. If you can get to the chin, you may be able to take down the man.
Well, it has happened to Lennox Lewis, but the most important thing is before you can get to his chin, you have to go through a very dangerous neighborhood. A neighborhood where a right hand lives.
Back up top he goes.
Cover your head, kid.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. He got all into that one. That was a solid uppercut. Ali's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Little head knocking with that right hand. Last 10 seconds. And that's the end of round two.
You're fighting on the inside with this guy. I want you to use the ring and keep your distance. You need to capitalize on his mistakes, okay?
And round number 3 is underway. What a nice big right hand from Muhammad Ali.
Finish with the hook.
Good combination by Muhammad Ali. That was a fine block by Lewis. Halfway through this round here. And now he scores well with the straight right. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Teddy, there's a certain fire that rages in Muhammad Ali. A lot of it has to do with the early days and some things he faced growing up in Louisville.
Yeah, I mean, he's a sensitive person. He's a person that takes that sensitivity and he puts it somewhere in a place, as you said, sort of in a furnace that can burn strong. You know, this was during a time where this country was not at its proudest time, the way that it behaved towards black people, towards African Americans, and he remembers that, and he uses that in a positive way, in an athletic way, in a way where it just prospers him career-wise.
Nice work, the left hand to the head. And that's the end of round 3.
Center of the ring, okay? Bro, throw punches, okay? Don't walk in here without throwing punches.
Lewis is ahead on Teddy's scorecard as we take a peek at those scores for the first time here today. Round number 4 just underway. After 3 rounds, he finds himself up just a round, but nothing really to pull away early on. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Solid right by Muhammad Ali. Protecting his head well with his guard. Lewis is in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
Seconds to go in round number 4. Accurate shot, straight right hand comes in. It's much too early for him to be hearing this kind of analysis, but it's true. Ali's punches right now are slowing down. He's tired.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if he's mentally tired, he's discouraged, or physically he didn't put the work in.
Look at that! The hook came home with ease. Up top with the right hand.
Keep moving.
10 seconds remaining in this round. Ali's left landing well. This round comes to an end. A round in which this fighter threw a lot of punches, didn't land a lot of punches. I'll tell you, what advice can you give to him if you're the trainer?
Well, first of all, deal with the psychological part. Joe, don't forget, 75% of this game is psychological. Don't let him get discouraged, because even though he's not going to say nothing, in his head, he's starting to get discouraged. Just say to him, hey, listen, you're going to catch him. Let's shorten him up a little bit. And you know what? He's moving his head, so go to the body. Because now you're going to hit him a little in the body, because the body's not moving.
Round number 5 has arrived. A nice clean jab by Lennox Lewis. Lewis is, I mean, you can tell by how committed he is at staying on the outside and just continuing to score like this. that he is employing a strategy that he really wanted to put forth.
Yeah, I give him a lot of credit because he understood what kind of fight he was getting ready for. A guy who was very strong but very slow-footed. So he's making sure that he does not feed into his opponent's strengths, and he makes sure that he exploits his weaknesses.
How about that left hand? Well, nowadays we have so many different weight classes. Used to be only 8 weight classes. Now with all the super and juniors attached to every weight class, you can go up and down the scale with ease throughout your career. Is that good for the game?
No, I don't really think it is, because you're making it too easy for the fighters. You know, I'm not saying that it's not good that they have an alternate to a weight class, but a lot of times when you make things easy, they're going to go for the path that is easier. In other words, somebody should be a middleweight. Now all of a sudden they're going to be a light heavyweight. They're going to be a super middleweight, where with a little discipline, they would have fit into that middleweight frame. It wasn't that they couldn't make it. Now you make it so easy, they don't want to make it.
You got to protect yourself.
There's the old 1-2 coming after him. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. Right to the head with that right. And round 5 comes to an end.
Get out of this guy, all right? Keep your range. Jab, right, okay? That was good. That was good. You took a lot out of him that round. Just keep that up.
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Good effective work with that straight right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Another flush shot to the head.
Double up. Still not moving enough. Move, move.
And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Solid right by Muhammad Ali. And now he's targeting upstairs. To the head he goes with a left hand. Lewis is having a masterful round defensively. I love what we're seeing from the footwork with him. Very good movement, sound defensively. Is there anything he should be considering adding to that arsenal, though, right now?
Well, he's got to find spots for offense. You know, he's making his opponent miss. He's getting him off balance. He's frustrating him a little bit. You know, pop at the right time. You know, let it fly a little bit in the right spot. You keep your guy off balance. When you got him off balance, you make him miss, make him pay.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Solid right by Muhammad Ali. Combination to the head. Lennox Lewis has done a good job there offensively scoring with that left hand. Lennox lands the right.
He's tired.
At the halfway point of round 7. Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. Heck of a power punch by Lewis. Ali's cut is near his eye. I think it's below his eye, but you can see it opening up a bit here. We'll see how much of an effect it has on this fight. Nice block by Muhammad Ali. Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. And that's the end of round 7.
Fight on the inside with this guy. I want you to use the ring and keep your distance.
Start of round 8, Teddy's scorecard. Well, slight lead here, but I'll say this. He may be up on your scorecards, but his opponent knows how to land a punch against him.
Yeah, he's found a home for that right hand. He notices that he brings that left hand back slow, so the right hand beat him to the mark.
Focus, relax. Let's see some more head move. Let's see some more head move. Get out of the way.
That's a really fine-looking uppercut by Ali. Huge right hand from Lennox. Good block by Muhammad Ali.
Keep pushing. Keep it going.
Ali's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? Gets rid of that body shot. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand.
Nice.
Lennox lands the right. Lewis is showing us a great display of one of the best elements of defense, Teddy, and that is your ability to make your man miss by moving your head.
And now what his opponent has to do is he has to understand, hopefully he's been taught this, that yeah, the head moves, but the body doesn't. The body is stationary right in front of you. Right now his opponent should not be going to that head. He should be going downstairs.
It's all right, just keep moving.
Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Relax.
There's Lennox Lewis with a signature right hand.
Oh, keep your distance.
That's a forceful two-punch combo by Muhammad Ali.
Work the body, kid. Body shot.
And Lennox lands the uppercut. Halfway through the 9th round.
Back to the body.
scores well to the head with the right hand. Good-looking counter punch. Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9. Good block by Lennox. This round comes to an end. And Teddy, easy to note here that he wasn't landing a lot of punches. Now he was throwing them up, but he wasn't landing a lot. Is that because of his opponent's defense, or is he just not that accurate of a puncher?
No, it's a combination. First of all, his opponent's pretty slick in there, pretty good at bobbing, weaving a little bit, slipping a little bit, making himself a difficult target, but his punch is a little wide. Needs to shorten them up.
Well placed, straight right hand. Boxing 101, jab followed by the straight. Nice strike after catching one by Muhammad Ali. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head.
Keep working the body.
We've reached the halfway point of round 10. Muhammad Ali's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Lewis.
Watch that.
Good defensive skill. Lennox Lewis is really impressing us here, defensively impressing us. I mean, it's so easy to say, wow, look at the punching, look at the power. But, Teddy, you got to appreciate what he's doing with defense.
Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons why you can say that you appreciate, you know, the aggression or the power and all these things. He can afford to be aggressive because he doesn't get hit.
Counting down towards the end of the 10th round, 10 seconds to go. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Lewis.
You need to cover up more, okay? You're leaving yourself open too much. Cover up.
Lewis's skill has shown through tonight. He has a lead on Teddy's scorecard, but this fight is still very much in doubt.
And he better realize that this fight is not over, because if he doesn't, his opponent will show him very quickly.
Keep working the body.
Nice two-punch combo by Muhammad Ali. Nice block. 90 seconds to go in this 11th round. Ali's defense, is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches.
That's it.
He's got half of the equation figured out. He's throwing a lot of punches, but the more important half of the equation, he's way off the mark.
Yeah, well, you know, you should talk to a golf pro. You know, if you want to hit a golf ball, you want to hit it straight, you wouldn't stand crooked, would you? I mean, your feet would have to stand where you can hit the ball where your feet are pointing. That's the problem. His feet are crooked. They're pointing the wrong way, and his punches are going the wrong way.
So he puts forth another punishing display. Lewis is dominating this fight from start to finish, and the end is getting near.
Yeah, and his opponent's looking like he's got Everlast written on his forehead. I mean, he looks like a bag.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? Great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Muhammad Ali. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Muhammad Ali.
It's okay, let's go.
Big left hand from Lennox Lewis. Lewis's jab continues to carry the day. He's wanted it, he's gotten it. Reaching the halfway mark of this round.
He's tired.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores.
Yourself.
Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Final 10 seconds in this, the 12th and final round. That was another great round from him. He seems so fresh, Teddy. I can't imagine what kind of training camp he had to be this fresh this late in the fight.
Well, I can imagine. You know, I had my spies in there, and they were telling me that they took a page out of the training book of the great Rocky Marciano. They went into the swimming pools during the day, and they were doing punching for a half an hour underwater.
Ali's stunned, and he is hurt. Did you see that? Oh, and he goes down after that punch.
And it's been long overdue. He's been leaving it open all night.
One, two, three, four, five.
Muhammad Ali's trainer is thrilled with this. He gets up off the canvas. Now he wants to see how he'll react. A good block. Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well.
Keep moving. Pace yourself.
Lewis's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well.
Nice.
Flush right hand to the head. Halfway through this round. Dismisses his opponent's headshot.
Come on, kid. Focus.
Fine looking right hand by Muhammad Ali. And now he's targeting upstairs. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Lennox Lewis. That's a momentum changer upstairs. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him.
Attaboy.
10 10 seconds to go in this round.
Keep working the body.
3 minutes gone by in this round.
On the outside. Keep
Lewis is in a position now where he should be able to bring home a win. If things stay the way they are, he's clearly headed towards a win.
Yeah, I have my head on my scorecard, but he has to make sure he doesn't, like in football, go into that defense. If he starts just moving, just staying away a little bit, now the things that were keeping his opponent from coming in that front door, well, guess what? They're not there no more. His opponent could get back into this fight.
Boy, sharp two-punch combination by Muhammad Ali.
He's tired.
Focus.
Ali's doing exactly what he's always done stylistically, Teddy. Now, he was knocked down earlier, so what he always does got him in this position.
Yeah, he understands his identity. He understands that, you know, he's going to win or lose the man that he is, the fighter that he is. He just has to make sure that he makes a few adaptations.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Relax. Relax.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. That is Boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Muhammad Ali. Blocks that belt line well.
Double up the jab.
Move.
A headshot blocked. Final 10 seconds. Teddy, you've been on both sides of this before, but right now, it's the side where you're looking up. You're sitting back with a fighter who's coming off of a round where you just clearly say he's losing the fight. What do you say to him to get him back in it?
Oh, you have to tell him the truth. You have to tell him that you need a knockout or a big, big round where you have him on the floor a couple times. That's a good start. And the only way that's going to happen is you got to start taking risks. You got to be more aggressive.
He engages in the clinch. Muhammad Ali's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. See, that's some fine defense right there. I love that block by Lewis. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Lewis. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Nice strike after catching one by Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis's defense is paying off now. Just a minute and a half left in the fight.
Keep it up.
Nice block by Lewis.
Focus. In and out, in and out, in and out. Let's move.
Lennox Lewis blocks that punch. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Who would have ever thought it with two guys like this, brawlers, punchers, that they would go to a decision?
A unanimous decision. Your winner, Lennox Lewis.
Lewis's performance tonight was exactly what he was looking for. And it's exactly what the judges reward. Good, solid effort, a unanimous decision.
Yeah, if he was a pitcher, he'd be getting a shutout right now. Almost a perfect game.
It was a good one indeed. We welcome you here to a big... Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. You can sense it right away, Teddy. Looks like it's a tactical bout tonight.
Well, that's what happens when you get two counter punches. Nobody wants to leave.
That's a good block by Lennox Lewis. That's a fierce left hand that landed by Muhammad Ali. Ali's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. When you've trained in situations like this, a power puncher against a fast fighter, what kind of adaptations does the fast fighter have to consider making throughout the fight?
Well, he has to make sure that he has room in the ring, that he doesn't get trapped into corners. He doesn't get into a phone booth.
Halfway through round number one. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Very accurate with the overhand right. What impact from that uppercut by Lennox Lewis.
Nice one. Keep working the body.
A nice block by Muhammad Ali. Lennox Lewis scores with the left hand. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Muhammad Ali. Lewis has got to find a way to land more of these punches. It's okay to throw punches, but not if they're just drifting off to space.
Absolutely, and space is it. He's in space. He's too far away. He has to get the right range.
Here we go. Round two is underway.
You're still not moving enough. Move, move.
Circle him. Move, move.
Body shot, body shot. You got this one.
Obviously, at 6'5", Lennox Lewis has some God-given advantages, but he does the smart thing. He utilizes them.
Yeah, it's kind of like having a good car, but you have to find the right driver. Well, he's found the right driver. And that driver, the jab. The jab sets up that right hand.
And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Halfway through round number two. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Muhammad Ali.
Move. He's tired.
Final 10 seconds of round number two. Lewis is missing punches. I mean, there's just no way to sugarcoat it. His accuracy isn't there.
And there's a reason for it, Joe. His punches are the wide variety. And wide punches, guess what? They don't find the mark. They're not accurate.
number 3 is underway. Good combination by Muhammad Ali.
Side to side, move your head.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand.
Nice work, nice
Good
work.
defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Blocks away that headshot. How much of what Lewis does well is the fact that he has a great identity of himself as a fighter?
Well, that's all of it. Because, you know, we've talked about his body. We've talked about all those things, the physical power. You have to know how to use it and what way you're going to go about that. He has discovered that.
Body shot. Keep your head.
Good block by Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis's right hand working well that time. He scored well. Able to cover up that gut. Last, how about this? Lennox Lewis is clearly hurt. Lennox Lewis has to hold on. He needs to just tie up.
Nice work, kid. Good job in that round. You won that round, all right? You won that.
All right. All we need is water up there, that's it. You don't need that. I'll throw that away.
His opponent may regret the way he has started this fight tonight, finding himself already in a hole on Teddy's scorecard, down 3 rounds.
You're doing great.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Lewis is just being very hesitant right now offensively. His first thought since being stunned in this fight is protect myself, protect myself. It's like he's turned the off switch on his offense.
Yeah, but you can't do that. The lights go off, it gets all dark there. You have to find a way to still have that light on. You know, find the window of opportunity somewhere. They are out there. Be creative.
Move your head.
Halfway through round number 4.
Move your head.
A stinging uppercut by Lennox Lewis. Super 2-punch combo by Muhammad Ali. We count down the final moments of this round. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Scored well upstairs with the right hand.
You're fighting this fight. You're fighting on the inside with this guy. I want you to use the ring and keep your distance. Throw punches, okay? Don't walk into him without throwing.
Round number 5 has arrived. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Teddy, many times with Lennox Lewis, you get a feeling of where things are headed. It just may take a while for it to get there.
Yeah, I think it's headed to a right-hand land, so to speak, because that right hand, at the end of the day, is what Lewis is looking to connect with.
Nice block by Muhammad Ali. Look at Muhammad Ali and his ability to avoid punches here. He's got it every which way. He's slick, he's smooth, he blocks and parries. Good defense. Really good job by Ali. Blocks the headshot. Really frustrating his opponent now. Ali's so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now, if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave an opening.
He comes with the straight right hand. Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Lennox Lewis. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Halfway through round 6.
Focus.
Oh, a nice 2-punch combo by Muhammad Ali. Ali with a big left. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Muhammad Ali. Lewis's corner is letting him know, take a good breath now between rounds, but then go out there and win this fight. It's really close. If he just pushes a little harder, he can go right over the edge and get it. Teddy, what do you think here as we start this round? I mean, you watch what he did in that last round, and you got to think that he can get himself back into this fight.
Well, that's how he's got to be thinking it. That's kind of what he's made up of. He's not a front runner. You know, he's not a fast starter anyway. He's the kind of guy that his real strength is to be able to weigh you down. It's to have a great resolve and to be able to chip away. He's chipping.
Ali's putting on a show here. Defensively, putting on a show.
And it's helping his offense because, you know, he's creating holes. He's creating opportunities, holes that he's filling as he makes his opponent miss.
And he ties up on the inside. Halfway through the 7th round.
You got nice. You're not focusing.
Lewis is so dangerous with that accuracy. A 2-punch combination landing. Accurate jab brings the right hand.
Come on, kid, focus.
10 seconds to go in the 7th. Muhammad Ali's got that catch-me-if-you-can kind of attitude. He's almost daring his opponent at this point to try to land a headshot, but his movement's been so good. His defense is just supreme.
Yeah, it is. He's moving from the waist. He's slipping the straight shots. He's weaving the hooks. He's doing a real magical job in there, but his opponent is making no adjustments at all.
I'm always interested in how a fighter's disposition can change during the course of a fight. And as we start round number 8 here, you see that he is up. But all it takes is a little momentum to build against him, and this thing could turn around.
Well, the real testing of a fighter, the real testing of a professional is what they can do late. Can they keep it up, or do they become satisfied? We're going to find out right now how this guy is in those areas.
Effective work with that flush overhand right. Ali's left now getting into the mix.
Stay on the outside.
Now he ties up there. There's that overhand right. 90 seconds to go, halfway through round 8. Very precise double jab by Muhammad Ali. See him holding on. Lennox blocks a punch. Goes up top again.
Don't let him get to you, kid.
Right to the body. Ali's proving here that you can't hit what you can't reach. You see the movement he's putting forth.
Yeah, he's using his legs real well. He's controlling range. He's just not allowing his opponent to get into the punching distance he needs.
Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. Lewis's right hand scores well that time. End of the round here. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. It's turning out to be a very good fight because it's very competitive. It's one of those fights that's really hard to score.
Yeah, it is hard to score. It's going to be up to the judges now. Hopefully, they've been watching the way they need to watch, and they're confident enough to make sure that it's not just a matter of who's throwing, but, you know, who's really landing.
Wow, a big flush blow, the left hand by Lewis.
Come on, kid, focus.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Muhammad Ali.
Hey, let's go.
Able to dismiss that body shot. 90 seconds into the 9th round. Good strong jab by Lennox Lewis. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. A sharp jab by Lewis. Lennox Lewis with a mighty left. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Last 10 seconds of the 9th round. Ali with a right hand.
I don't want you to slug it out with this guy, right? You keep your range. Jab, right, okay?
There you go.
Okay, listen. When he misses with a punch, counter.
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score.
Back to the body.
Commits to the straight right. Ali's using a lot of energy just by throwing so many punches, but he's not getting much out of all this effort at all.
No, he's working much too hard. That's a good point there. He's working really too hard for what he's getting done. He has to now start to educate himself, start to, place those punches in the right spots.
You're not focusing. Oh, keep your feet moving.
Lewis is on the bad end of a flush, solid hook. Halfway through round 10. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it.
Punch! Good job!
Coming to the end of round number 10, 10 seconds to go.
In and out!
And round 10 comes to an end.
With this guy, keep your distance, all right?
We got it.
Good. Nice work. Listen, I want you to go downstairs, then upstairs, okay? Body, then head.
You don't need
Let's
that.
see.
I'll throw that away.
You're fighting his fight.
Lennox Lewis has been putting away round after round on your scorecard, Teddy. Now here we are, round number 11. Not a lot of fight to be had, and he's in control.
He's the boss, Joe. He's the guy who's giving the orders right now. And he's got the other guy following him.
Ali's able to avoid that punch. Good block by Ali. Halfway through this 11th round. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top.